We are a Children's Advocacy Center, so there are actually about 71 centers in the state of Texas. We're each our own nonprofit organization. We're 501c3. This center serves Bastrop, Lee, and Fayette counties. I would say about 75%, 75% of the cases we see are from Bastrop County. Obviously, it's the most populated of the counties we serve. So we partner with local law enforcement, child protective services, prosecutors' offices, other nonprofit organizations like Family Crisis Center, for example, and then also with community members to really try to have that multidisciplinary team approach to the problem of child abuse. And so what we do here is from the very beginning of a case, like from when the investigation first starts with law enforcement or CPS, we are involved to provide services to that family and to support them through that process. You know, the process of going through an investigation, maybe even prosecution, something like that, that's something that most families, they're not equipped to handle on their own.
Right.
You know, you don't just come with that knowledge of how to navigate that. So that's really where we come in. We provide a variety of services. One of the main ones that we provide is what's called a forensic interview. And two of the ladies that are here, there are forensic interviewers, and they actually interview children about allegations of abuse and neglect, all kinds of violent crimes, witnesses to things like homicides, robberies, sexual abuse, physical abuse, all the things. They are the ones who talk with the kids. So instead of having a child go to a police station or go to a CPS office, they come here to a place that's kid-friendly and to a place where people are trained very, very well on how to talk with kids in a way that's, you know, open-ended and allows them to narrate their own story about what might have happened. This building we were in is our main building. It was the original one. And we kind of outgrew that for therapy purposes. So this building here is actually our therapy building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is actually the room where we do interviews. Kid-friendly, and but there's that flower there is a camera. So all of our interviews are video and audio recorded for law enforcement and CPS, and then later for prosecutors' offices. They're considered evidence, you know, in the cases, and so yeah, that's one of the things we try here. And actually, our multidisciplinary team partners like law enforcement and CPS, they come and they are in this room here.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so they actually sit in here and they watch the interview as it's happening.
As it's happening?
Yep, in real time. Yep, they watch it, and that way, you know, at a certain point, our interviewer can step out, come in here, ask if they have anything they need clarified or any follow-up questions. So one of the great things also that I love is that we get a lot of donations of books, which is wonderful, and we're able to share those with kids. So I feel like for a lot of kids, when they first walk through the door, this is kind of where they gravitate towards. So I love that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. We provide advocacy. We have a couple of family advocates. They do, you know, sometimes years worth of follow-up. We provide everything from milk and granola bars, and you know, you have families that are coming here that are leaving everything behind, literally. Wow. And they need things from clothes and, you know, diapers and all kinds of stuff. And then we also provide therapy services. So we have a pretty great therapy program, really highly trained folks. We're very blessed here in Bastrop to have the kind of therapy program that we have for such a small center. And so we provide all kinds of therapy services to kids and adults.
Because with our advocates, it's often not just the child victim themselves. It's siblings looking out for their well-being. It's the family situation, their food security, their ability to pay bills, their home life. It's key to alleviate trauma, not just for this child victim of abuse, but also whatever's going on inside this family. They're protective caregivers. And so a family advocate is going to be assigned a child or two, but it's often more than that. It's often the needs of the family as well.
If you had a message to our community, to our business community, what would you say to them? How can they help you? What would you want them to know?
You know, I think I would want them to know kind of some of the things that you've learned today, that we're here, that we've been here, that we are seeing hundreds, if not thousands, of children and families in this community, and that we could really use the community's support in order to enable us to do that.
And thank you for all that you do. This is such a vital need. Lost Pines Toyota is just very, very thankful that we were just able to do our part. So I appreciate all that you do.
We appreciate your support.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.